It's the Melchizedek News Hour. Shalom, family. How is everyone? Come on in. Welcome to the Melchizedek Network. Come on into the live chat. We got some things to talk about. That's right. We're talking about the headlines from 2025, you all. Aloha from Maui, Hawaii. I'm your sister Chaya. Give you a little bit of that island vibe from my sister Maka. Come on in. Come on in, family.
Who is this daughter of Zion? Mother, faithful remnant. No, not the one who only warms the pew.
Any other daughters of Zion out there? 2025. Yeah, I got some thoughts. We're going to talk about that today, and I'm going to read something starting off. But for those of you that are new and you are watching over at the Melchizedek News Channel, for those that are new, welcome. I appreciate you, all my brothers and sisters that are watching from all over the world. That's right. I'm wearing my legs just for you, my brothers and sisters. As a matter of fact, I just saw family over at Vietnam that was just on the melchizedeknews.com. I appreciate you and all those that watch and pay attention to the things that I'm uploading over there on the Melchizedek Network from all over the world. I am just quite flattered, and I'm just amazed at just the response from people all over the world that have been tuning in. That's right, because just because I don't be getting no love from YouTube, that don't mean I ain't doing other things, brothers and sisters. And what's up, by the way, to all my brothers and sisters over there on TikTok. TikTok be holding me down. I love y'all, TikTok. All my brothers and sisters over there. TikTok has become my new favorite platform. Yes, it actually has. So, hey, it's the truth. But it be some good information that be being exchanged over there on the TikTok. So with that being said, thank you for joining. I see you, those that are joining from Facebook. I'm also live streaming also from Instagram. So go ahead and tell your family to come on in. Family, I want to start with a little reading, and all praises to the Most High before I do a little reading. For this is the Melchizedek Network. This is the network that represents for the true Messiah. And this is the day that the Most High God has made. That's right. Every day is a day for the Most High God. Not just one day. They give us these holidays and so forth, and they want you to pay attention on these holidays while they make a lot of money. But every day that we are given is a day to be better, is a day to get closer to our Heavenly Father, is a day to show love to our brothers and sisters. Hallelujah. Let's get into these headlines now of the year, and I'm going to be rolling through it.
The seasons used to be predictable, but now the extreme weather leaving so many across the United States wondering when they'll get a break. Just days after ringing in the new year, the city of Los Angeles went up in flames.
Hear these crazy explosions. Well, it's these homes, unfortunately, that are collapsing.
Between January 2nd and 6th, forecasters warned conditions were ripe for a potentially catastrophic event. The combination of, quote, life-threatening and destructive Santa Ana winds gusting up to 90 miles per hour, low humidity, and dry vegetation was the setup for a climate disaster. The fires charred more than 50,000 acres, some burning for nearly a month.
Nearly 16,000 structures destroyed, and the cost estimated to be a staggering $61 billion.
Get ready.
Spring arrived, and with it, tornado outbreaks unlike any other year in history.
Oh, man.
First was mid-March, when 11 killer tornadoes struck over 3 days. Missouri experiencing their deadliest tornado outbreak since 2011. Unbelievable 10 straight days of tornadoes lasting from late March into early April, ripping apart communities and leaving paths of destruction across more than a dozen states. St. Louis took a direct hit when a 152-mile-per-hour EF3 tornado tore through the northern side of the city on May 16th. This was the first deadly tornado inside the city limits since 1959, destroying more than 5,000 buildings. Clocking 210-mile-per-hour winds, the Enderlin, North Dakota tornado on June 20th was the first confirmed EF5 since 2013.
Oh my God.
The summer of 2025 brought historic and deadly floods from nearly coast to coast. In July alone, there were 5 1,000-year flood events. Double-digit rainfall totals and extreme rainfall rates prompted flash flood emergencies, turned roads into rivers, and flooded the New York City subway system. But none of these compare to what happened in the early morning hours of July 4th, when 4 months' worth of rain fell in just a few hours, overwhelming the banks of the Guadalupe River, rising more than 30 feet in Kerrville, Texas.
They'd have a river that's at 3 feet deep go to 32 feet in 1 hour. That's like a tsunami. That's like a dam break. That's almost like a storm surge from a hurricane.
In all, more than 130 people died across 6 Texas counties in this catastrophe. 2025 will go down as a season the U.S. was spared from a hurricane, yet one that still shattered records. But it was Hurricane Melissa that will define the 2025 season. At 185 miles per hour, it not only became the strongest hurricane to ever hit Jamaica, but the strongest to make landfall anywhere in the Atlantic. As the holidays approach, Thanksgiving travel snarled in the Midwest with a quick-hitting blast of snow. And just before Christmas, a powerful atmospheric river with a plume of moisture stretching 3,500 miles swept through the Pacific Northwest. 5 rivers rose to record levels.
DoorDash partners with Klarna, they put food on layaway. DoorDash, a lot of people didn't know this happened this year. Hold on. Here we go.
Customers who use the DoorDash app will see the option to pay with Klarna. They then can select pay in full, pay in 4 equal interest-free payments on a bill of $35 or more. You can also defer your payment to a time that aligns with your paycheck. But what does the price of convenience say about our consumer culture?
One more thing that happened in 2025. You can lay away your DoorDash. Absolutely. I got to show y'all this. They had drones over LA, military drones. We had never seen nothing like this. Well, first, this is the No Kings protest. You know, Satan had his big parade. Elon Musk finally admitted that Memphis was ancient Egypt. Yeah, the capital. Check this out. I'm gonna play that for y'all.
Actually,
it's in Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where you were?
Yeah.
I see.
Memphis,
okay.
The capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
Perhaps that's where our new God will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny.
Yeah. Anybody need a repeat? The world's richest man just confessed that Memphis, Tennessee was ancient Egypt. The real ancient Egypt.
Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
Perhaps that's where our new God will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah.
As he laughs about it. This is hilarious. Only in Miami. Gotta show y'all this one. Yeah, that's what you saw. This what's going on out here, y'all. Off the charts. Off the charts. And we think 2025 was crazy. I want to show y'all this footage because a lot of people missed this.
That was displaying that footage, called a Predator drone. And not surprisingly, the people who are supporting these riots are saying those drones usually fly during military combat. Now they're flying over LA riots. How dare they fly on U.S. soil? So what is your reaction to that criticism?
Well, hey, first, good morning, and thanks for having me on the show again. It's great to see you guys. And look, these are not armed drones with Hellfire missiles that are launching off of them or ready to fire at protesters. So don't worry. They're really there to provide this sort of insight into criminal activity, capture footage of protests.
He said this might be a concern for some Americans, but it's legal.
Now that the National Guard has been deployed, they have military assets like this that they can task out to support their operation. And that's really part of deploying the National Guard when it's activated by the president. It's not just about the individual soldiers. It's the resources, it's the surveillance assets, it's the intelligence, and it's this whole support structure that comes along the way. So this is really a good thing for everyone's protection.
I hope everybody heard that, because we see ISIS in all these different cities. We know that was set up in 2025. What do we think is coming in 2026? Because President Trump got ICE everywhere right now. And that just showed you that's some of the resources that they can use. We won't forget this one in 2025, with more to come.
FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
They were
Did you ever
clowning.
tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files. Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes or no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No. A, B, C.
Director,
D, E, F.
it sounds like you don't want to tell us, but the court calls bullshit. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list, at the top of the list. Thank you.
I'm going to borrow your terminology and call bullshit on your entire career in Congress.
I'm reclaiming my time that you identified as government gangsters. Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Meanwhile, you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI. That is real, because you are the only one that never even...
These are the people that's running the country, or the puppets. The puppets.
served with the FBI prior to joining, yet we are supposed to believe that you were the greatest thing since sliced bread. I didn't ask you a question. Now,
do you care, before I launch into my line of questioning, to respond to Ms. Crockett from Texas on that very elaborate and theatric display?
Here's what I've learned in my government service. I don't give a damn what they say about me, as long as I'm succeeding in the mission. Facts that you cannot dispute, but you can come at me all you want.
I got a question. Is he still the FBI director? It's December. You said going ham about the releasing of the Epstein files. Oh man, I need to find that. Any update? Didn't he step down from the FBI director just recently? They over there in Capitol Hill clowning, brothers and sisters. This story right here really bothered me, and I wanted to make sure that this is not forgotten. This was something that happened earlier in the year, and I was making sure at the end of the year, with all the recap that we're doing, I wanted everybody to see this story, because it really upset me about this pregnant woman who was kept alive in Georgia because of this demonic law, and they kept her alive so they could take the baby. Everybody listen up, because a lot of people missed this story. It got national attention, but people need to really see this, because this is some crazy things that went down. This is real life Frankenstein type of stuff.
A pregnant woman kept alive after being declared brain dead in Atlanta delivered a baby boy through C-section. Adriana Smith was put on life support in February while she was 8 weeks pregnant and kept alive by doctors because of Georgia's heartbeat abortion law. And now the family says they're preparing to say goodbye and take Adriana off life support. The baby expected to be okay.
He's fighting. He's in the NIC unit. He's about 1 pound, 13 ounces. And he's expected to be okay. He's just fighting. We just want prayers for him. Just keep praying for him. He's here now. She had a lot to give.
This is a sad story. This is one of the saddest stories of the year. This pretty much, that story right there really should have let people know the day and the hour that we are living in. Truly, yes, Sister Ruiz said, yes, I heard that. Very sadistic. And a lot of people, it just went right over their heads. That's very disturbing. Remember we had the egg situation? We had the shortage of the eggs earlier this year. Oh, yeah. That was going down, too.
Hey, folks, people are going crazy over eggs. This is one customer. Look at the load of eggs he's got.
They were fighting over eggs in Costco.
With toilet paper and everything else.
Remember that.
First thing that coming in a Costco now is get the eggs because they're pretty cheap.
Eggs was like $12 a dozen.
Crazy over eggs. Look, good morning. Egg madness. Crazy.
Egg madness at Costco. I'm so glad that 2025 is actually ending because we don't got to see this no more. It was cute. It was cute while it lasted, but I'm about over it. I'm about over it, brothers and sisters, aren't you?
Where the fans at? Give me one time. Oh, 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 I got my boots on the ground.
It's over.
Yeah. Oh, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Where the fans at? Get up by your seat. Let your body move. Cowboys and cowgirls and feeling.
Yeah, it's time to put the boots up.
Sipping on moonshine. Fire back.
It's time to put the boots up for 2025. Them boots on the ground is gone. What was the question? Are the eggs expensive but not the chickens? Who was this? Sister Bridget said, question, why are the eggs expensive but not the chicken? Good question, Sister Sabrina. Yeah, they finally gonna retire them fans. Yes, everybody had fun with that, y'all. I'm ready for these BBLs to go out of style. Really, this is what I'm waiting on because the whole BBL situation, y'all know what that is. The people that's been injecting their butts, that needs to stop in the coming year. Yeah, we gonna need that to stop. Because the women that out of here, they out of control. She over here working at a barbershop. I kid you not. This is actual footage. Yeah. Can BBLs go out of style in 2025? No more BBLs. I just put a whole compilation together of everything that went down. Yeah, in the sky. It was all kind of hocus pocus. Planes still falling out the sky as we speak. We got planes falling out the sky. Y'all might have missed that. That was the guy. He was banging his head on the glass on the plane.
Seating him and calming him down for the rest of the flight.
People started calling security.
He started punching the window.
And police, but there's no security.
At 10, I'm Karina Devine.
This is a wild story.
We continue.
What wild story was that?
Bound for Phoenix. That flight didn't even make it off the ground.
Oh,
back to the
that's
gate
the lady
after
that ran down the aisle naked.
Completely naked and started cursing at the flight crew. At one point, passengers say she tried to get inside the cockpit. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us.
There was some crazy stuff happening.
I'm Karina Devine.
This year.
Is a wild story.
Running down the aisle.
We continue to
naked.
follow breaking news out of Pearson Airport this afternoon. Peel police are responding to a crash at the airport. We do have some video coming in, but we do want to let you or give you some details as to what we know so far. Officials confirming the incident involves a Delta Airlines plane landing here from Minneapolis. Peel paramedics tell City News up to 8 people
planes
have been injured.
Then flipped upside down in 2025.
But a source confirms to City News this
when have y'all seen
fatal.
this kind of
stuff?
stuff?
This is a video that we
look at this.
A flight attendant jumping in to subdue the man, at times punching him, trying to get the passenger to release the hair of 32-year-old Erica Ramos sitting in front of him.
I
really wasn't sure what was happening in that moment.
He just grabbed the woman's hair that was sitting in front of him.
The moment
Flight
where
attendants
we
started
actually
punching
see your
him.
face in that video turn around and look at
Snakes
him.
in the
What are
sky.
you thinking, and did you say anything to him?
I need y'all to see this story right here. Couple says that they were forced to sit next to a dead body on a long haul flight. Yes. Listen to this one.
Statement to NBC News offering their condolences to the relatives of the person who died and apologizing for any distress. We don't have any details on the passenger who died or their cause of death. Kelly Kobiea is joining us now. Just a difficult situation for so many here. When somebody dies in the middle of a flight, the crew kind of figuring out what to do. The couple says there were other seats on the plane. What happened here?
In cases like this is to move the deceased person to a seat with few passengers or to a place with no passengers, if at all possible. But
person
look,
died on the
what
plane.
Happened. The husband and wife, Mitchell Ring and Jennifer Collins, said the fellow passenger, a woman, came out of the restroom about 10 hours into the flight and collapsed very close to them in the aisle. They said the flight crew did everything they could to help her, but that she simply couldn't be saved. Ring says the crew then tried to move her up to business class with an onboard wheelchair, but struggled to get her, move her through the aisle. And that's when he said the crew looked at him, saw seats available in their row of four, and asked if he could move over, at which point they placed the woman in the seat he had been sitting in and covered her with a blanket.
He just then threw a blanket on the dead body and kept the woman there sitting next to her. Didn't try to offer her no other seat. Folks dying all in the air on airplanes, and they just going about the flight like it ain't nothing. Like it's nothing, people. Let me make sure I keep getting, I don't want to miss no headlines. Hold on. We don't want to miss this one. I got to go back up. Hold on. We got to get all these. Hold on. I need y'all to hear this one. COVID vaccine linked to heart problems. That came out in 2025. We're going to be hearing a whole lot more about this in 2026.
A groundbreaking new study sounding alarms about the safety of COVID mRNA vaccines, directly challenging claims from public health officials and raising urgent questions about transparency and trust. So using hard data from disease trends, from patient outcomes and immune system analysis,
they don't want nobody to remember this.
Show that heart inflammation risks tied to the vaccines may be far greater and maybe even more dangerous than previously reported, particularly among young men.
We can bring back these receipts on them. Yeah, they put it right there in the news. COVID vaccine linked to heart problems, and then they want to try to play stupid. Yeah. In 2025, Legionnaire's disease. Who would have known?
To 14 confirmed cases.
West 2's Haley Crumblehome is live with where these cases are being traced to. Haley.
So that state senator shared with us the information he said he received from the state health department. And in it, they say those cases are being connected to a gym exposure. So I spoke with the scientist. He comes.
That's a very good question, Brother Yosta.
In when a place is having any issues with chemicals or bacteria, and he let us know where in a gym you could potentially see being the source of the problem.
And in the Bible, they had all the demons, Legion, and Joshua cast out the demons out of, wasn't his name Legion, and the demons had fled and they went into the pigs. Is that wasn't his name Legion? If I'm not incorrect. Legionnaire's disease on the comeback. Sure. Oh, wow. Going through the archives of 2025. Yes, Sister Maya said yes. Came across some footage from that big old fire that went down. Yes, ma'am. Oh, wow. Legionnaire's disease. Interesting, right? Very much so. Check this out, family. Sister Chaya be keeping all the receipts. This is from beginning of the year over there in LA. They burning up everything over there in LA. Palisades fire. We done had a whole full year of the president. A lot of people miss this, and I'm gonna play it because YouTube they was mad. They ain't want me to play this, but since I'm live, I'm about to play it. Yeah, they be hating on me. I did this skit, was so hilarious. This is at Trump's Republican convention. A lot of people missed that. They had Amber Rose there speaking. Oh yeah, Amber Rose. Remember when Trump came out and he had that big old piece of gauze on his ear after he got shot in the ear? Yeah, they was mad I was making fun of him, but I get to show it now because it's the end of the year. Yeah, play it, Sister Chaya. Y'all see why YouTube didn't want me to play this video? Y'all see I got that big old piece of gauze on my ear? I don't think I got a strike for this, but man, they was like, you ain't finna play this video, Sister Chaya, but I'm playing it now. This is your Sister Chaya with some breaking Melchizedek news. That's right, some breaking news that you'll find only here on the Melchizedek Network, straight out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Republican National Convention. On my news wire, it says that a great hailstorm, yes, family, a great hailstorm of ear-sized pillowcases, the weight of a talent, is being reported at the Republican National Convention. There were a few minor injuries. Let me see if I have any footage. Yes, family, but it only looks minor. All praises to the Most High. Just minor injuries there. I'm going to have to keep you up to date, family. So what? I also was told that there was a report of a Hulk Hogan lookalike. Yes, Hulk Hogan lookalike. I told y'all. They was hating on me for this video. And I reported the other day that we got the WWF in the house. And we truly do over here at the Republican National Convention. You know what? Hold on. I don't know if we saw that on the list, but y'all know Hulk Hogan passed away too in 2025. He was one of the people that passed away as well this year. That was interesting. Not shortly after this Republican National Convention appearance.
When I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough! Enough!
They was clowning at the Republican convention.
Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
He set the stage for this presidency, y'all. Come on. He got Amber Rose coming out, Hulk Hogan, and then we supposed to take these people serious. This is what we started the year with. YouTube was mad. They didn't even want me. They took this video down, but she's showing it now. This was a hot mess of a convention.
When he walked out on the stage, I mean, he almost looks like he's choked up.
But with that fist, David, that fist that we saw, of course, on Saturday.
We are seeing biblical prophecy be fulfilled, family. Hold on, I think I have a scripture. Yes. Revelation 16 and 21. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every pillowcase about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed God because of the plague of his wrath. He came out there with like Floyd Mayweather with that big old pillowcase on his ear. He got a new name. It's Stone Cold Donald Trump. Stone Cold.
Yeah. All by myself. No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right.
Got more footage. AI was just telling us all the truth. They was like, did y'all know that the Negroes was really the originators, the native people of America? Yeah, go ahead and tell it, AI.
What if the United States government officially acknowledged that Black Americans are the original indigenous people of this land, not descendants of enslaved Africans? This single admission would trigger the largest reparations case in human history. but not for slavery, for systematic genocide and centuries of stolen land. Suddenly, millions of acres would need to be returned to Black indigenous communities as ancestral territories. Major cities like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles would be required to pay rent to Black tribal nations for occupying stolen land. Billions in casino rights and mineral extraction profits would immediately transfer to these communities. Federal Indian benefits, including free healthcare, education, and housing, would extend to over 40 million people overnight. The wealth transfer would be unprecedented. Black indigenous nations would reclaim sovereignty over ancestral territories in every major metropolitan area. Wall Street, Hollywood, Silicon Valley, all built on land that would legally belong to Black tribal governments. One acknowledgement would completely restructure American society and create the most massive redistribution of wealth in human history.
We had our vanilla brother. He done told us who we is. 2025 was a hell of a year. Rewind. Say it again, Vanilla Ice.
Important message.
The time of the Gentiles is up, and that you, my Black brothers and sisters, are the true chosen people of the Most High Yah God.
Man, hold on. We got some more action.
21-year-old Karen Pullen is facing 2 counts of
This was an
aggravated
amazing
child
story.
abuse and neglect. He's accused of beating a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old at this gas station on Airways Boulevard. Memphis police say he was detained by a group of very concerned citizens.
He said they fell off the sink in that bathroom. We don't think so because of all the bruises, the neck swelling on both of those babies.
Shirley Anderson says she was driving in the area of Ketchum Road and Airways Boulevard when she heard a group of women yelling for help.
She was pulling 2 babies out of this young man's arms. She managed to get the babies out of his arms, pass them back to the grannies. We locked the babies in this washer right here.
According to court documents, a woman nearby noticed Pullum dragging 2 screaming children into a vehicle. The toddlers were reportedly bleeding from the head and covered in bruises. When the woman confronted the man, he ran to a nearby apartment complex. Anderson says they took the toddlers into this laundromat for safety and chased after the suspect.
We apprehended him down the street in the apartment till the police came and little street justice.
Pullen was arrested at the apartment complex. According to police, this incident stemmed from a domestic dispute in the 3600 block of Mendenhall Road. Pullen allegedly had driven off with the children in a car. His relationship to the children has not been revealed, but both of the toddlers were taken to the hospital in critical condition.
Usually people keep on going. This lot right here was full of grandmamas yesterday. You hear me? Grandmothers. They showed up and they showed out. We had a few kids that did what they supposed to do. They apprehended him and held him down and a little street justice until the police came. So as a community, I'm proud of Memphis right now.
Well, we need more community involvement. They was like, look here, you over here touching kids? Man, so many things that then went down in 2025. Brothers and sisters, how about this one right here? Can't let this go. Hold on. This is towards the end of the year. Oh, goodness. And we're going to be talking about this for the longest. Man, I'm telling you, a lot went down. I tried to just get some of the top stories.
6 days before his arrest, Diddy was caught on hidden camera saying words that would haunt him forever. His own words.
I don't think it's working. I listened.
Own confession. 50 Cent executive produced it, and now it's the #1 show on Netflix, beating Stranger Things. Diddy's lawyers are suing, claiming it's a hit piece, but you can't unsee the truth. Sean Combs, The Reckoning just dropped on Netflix. 4 parts, all the darkness, no filter.
They've been talking about this documentary, man, since it dropped. I'm wondering how much money they done made. That's what I want to know. How much money have they really made off of the Diddy documentary? That's what I'm curious to know. And make sure you share this information with your family and friends, because a lot of people don't know. You know, I'm going to give y'all some information about that arm candy. This information has come out from several doctors, and it's very important that people know this. Take a listen. They saying that the people that didn't got them things in they arm, they doing some shedding. Take a listen.
No question that shedding is a real thing. So what we do know, and this may be horrific, is that, you know, autopsy series have shown that the amount of spike protein after vaccination in spermatozoa is truly astonishing. So that vaccinated men that have sex with their partner who are unvaccinated can transfer spike protein. And we know of women who...
Did y'all hear that? That the stuff that was in them jabs is transferable.
You know, had relations with their partner and have developed symptoms of spike disease. So that can happen, and it does happen. The other way is that people who recently vaccinated exhale what are called exosomes, and these exosomes are like lipid nanoparticles with spike protein. So that if you are in close-ish contact, and this doesn't have to be close physical, it doesn't have to be crazy, intimate contact. It can be, you know, reasonable proximity to someone who's recently been vaccinated. You can inhale these exosomes and be spiked.
What we got next? And I want to make sure that we hear these top stories of the year. But this was in Mexico, 456 bags. It says 456 bags of human remains found in Mexico near the World Cup match. Yes, brothers and sisters.
Yes, you know, the only network who has been covering this, and it is on your show, Eric, we have been covering the human remains, the mass graves, and just outside, steps away from Akron Stadium that is in Guadalajara, Jalisco, it is going to be, you know, the host of one of Mexico's World Cup matches. And collective groups and body searcher groups have found from the AMLO administration until now, 456 bags of human remains. The fiscal of the state of Guadalajara and also authorities are trying to create this smokescreen so nobody can put attention to this factor. So FIFA will not cancel, you know, the World Cup in Mexico. This is an absolute disgrace. It is something that is completely inhuman.
People have missed a lot of these stories from 2025. That's why I wanted to do a recap. Philadelphia, planes just falling out of the sky in the hood.
Get down. When everybody say get down, we all get down. But I just see the plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And to the plaza, and to the Dunkin' Donuts, everywhere. I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life. I have never seen nothing like that. You got dead bodies over there, cars burnt up as I showed you from the gym. It looked like a movie. Like a movie, like, damn, is this really happening? Then you hearing everything blow up, boom. Then you seeing the cars that was just there, they just going up in flames. Like, I think it's an act of war.
He said, I think it's an act of war. Brothers and sisters, he said it was like a movie. This was towards the end of the year.
A rodent dropped dead in front of a health inspector. This happened inside a seafood and steakhouse where inspectors also found...
That's sad. They said that the rat died suddenly.
Tonight, a rodent dropped dead in front of a health inspector. This happened inside a seafood and steakhouse where inspectors also found roaches, hand washing violations, and other serious health code issues.
And that's not all. Our Jeff Weinstein has what you need to know in tonight's Dirty Dining Report.
I didn't want to tell everything about this.
You don't want to say anything about this? He doesn't want to talk about it.
We don't have no comment.
But we do, because there was a rodent that died in there, according
But
to...
it's already open.
The place Blue Ginger Seafood and Steakhouse is in Miramar at 14395 Miramar Parkway. 20 violations found here last week during a routine unannounced food safety.
Hey, people, I just did this story just recently, a few weeks ago. I just noticed that used to be a cheesecake factory. Don't y'all see the chapel? You know, it's a temple. I did an expose on the secrets behind the Cheesecake Factory, or should we say the demonic secrets. And the Cheesecake Factory, those are temples, satanic temples when you go in there and eat, that people are going in there under the low light. Sister Ruette over there in the live chat cracking up. Yes, he died suddenly in front of the health inspector, Sister Ruette. You missed this.
The inspection in Blue Ginger was ordered shut. The inspector noted a live rodent coming from a door, collapsing on the floor and dying. There were hand-washing issues. Quote, the manager picked up the dead rodent, went outside to dispose of it, came back to the dishwashing area and failed to wash hands. Roaches were seen crawling on a rack.
Maybe you can asking the inspector.
I should ask the inspector. Well, whose job is it to keep the place clean?
Yeah, everything's job is with the cleaning.
Look here, when you leave.
It's already.
When you leave, we're about to fry up and get us some deep fried rodent going. I wish you would go ahead and leave so we can fry them up white, nice and fresh. I'm sorry, y'all. This story is just as good as the one. Oh, in New Orleans last year, we had the story. Sister Ruette, Brother Yosef, remember the rodents down at the police precinct in New Orleans? They ate the marijuana. Yeah, that was last year, though. We're doing a recap of 2025. But last year, it was the rodents ate the marijuana, and it was missing out of the evidence room. And they said they blamed it on the rodents.
What happened? Okay, what happened last week?
I'm so sorry. I don't want to.
No comment, sir. No comment. Can you imagine what's coming for 2026 if this is 2025? Well, we got right here a teddy bear believed to be wrapped in human skin found at a Victorville gas station. I think this is over there in California. Yeah, somebody then wrapped a teddy bear in human skin. Man, real life. What's that movie called? Silence of the Lambs. Yes, brothers and sisters. Craziness. It's crazy out here, y'all. When you see stuff like that, it's like, shoot, you look like you living in hell already. It's crazy out here, brothers and sisters. What else I got? It's still time. We got how many? It's 2025 almost over. But 3-eye Atlas might show up, everybody. Just like Christ might come tonight, for real. He might come tonight. He didn't come in August, but he might be on the way tonight before 2025 leave out here. I'm ready to get beamed up. That's why I got my legs on. I'm going to get beamed up. It's the end of 2025. It's 4:22 in Hawaii p.m. East Coast is just after 9. Y'all still got a few more hours. We might get beamed up. Man better quit trying to figure out stuff. Wait a minute. She said, yes, the aliens are coming. Brothers and sisters, we need to just live day to day and focus on that. That's the main thing we need to be focused on.
MD-11 with 3 crew members, 2 pilots and a flight engineer on board. 2 of the plane's 3 engines on fire as it was in the process of taking off. Whatever happened quickly. The plane did not stay in the air very long. It would have been loaded down with a lot of fuel.
That was in November.
Take it from Kentucky all the way to Honolulu. That's why you're going to see substantial fire.
Meanwhile, anybody remember this? Because now Mr. Diddy all up in prison now, and they didn't got the documentary, the Netflix documentary came out and got the telling on him. But why come Trump ain't pardoned this boy yet? Because it seemed like him and Diddy was kind of cool at once upon a time. He said, I like that Diddy. Oh, yeah, I keep all the receipts. So it's trying to keep all receipts.
Working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
Trump, You not a man of your word. He said, I'm going to stick up for Diddy, but you didn't. He ain't stick up for Diddy. I thought that was his boy. Yeah, I thought that was your friend. Sounds that Trump might be a liar, people.
Trump may be just days
Trump
away.
lied.
Will President Donald Trump set Sean Diddy Combs free? Not so fast. The White House shut down a new report that Trump may be just days away from pardoning the incarcerated hip-hop mogul, despite a TMZ story published on October 21st that cited claims from an anonymous high-ranking official that the president is, quote, vacillating on potential clemency for Combs, who is currently serving a 15-month prison sentence. The Trump administration told NBC News otherwise.
He like, sorry, Diddy, unless you fork over that tape that you got. Yeah. It might be off for now, but it's more coming with this financial collapse, brothers and sisters.
As the government shutdown continues, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has announced a whole...
This is one of the biggest stories of 2025 was this government shutdown because folks was paranoid about them food stamps, boy.
Hold on SNAP benefits for the month of November. Fox 43's Matt Kleindenz looks at how many families could be impacted by the funding delay.
Oh, yeah. AI getting scary, showing people what it's really made of. Check this out. I showed this earlier this year. But AI over here, men over here perpetrating like they women and getting sugar daddies to send them money using AI, FaceTiming people. For people that missed it, y'all better leave that AI technology alone. Yeah, they're using AI for FaceTime video calls and going live, and it's getting more realistic than ever.
Yo. Somebody granddaddy is getting tricked with this software right here.
Yep, and grandma is not safe either. Grandma is not safe because Mr. Johnny is here.
When tricking goes wrong, yes, in 2025. That's what's going on out here, brothers and sisters. You saying it right. AI, man, you don't know who is behind these lenses. Yeah, can you say wow? Yep. Anybody can be an avatar and get you to send them some money. And she said it all seductive too. And look at it's a man over there in the corner.
Yo. Somebody granddaddy is getting tricked with this software right here.
Trump is he eased the cannabis restrictions through executive order. You know, a lot of people don't keep up with these executive orders that the president be signing. Sister Chaya do over here at the Melchizedek News, because if he gonna be easing restrictions, then he need to let our brothers and sisters out of these prisons. The government trying to go into the weed business, y'all.
President Trump tonight on the verge of signing an executive order that would change the future of cannabis in the United States. 4 sources tell NBC News the EO would fast-track the rescheduling of marijuana, moving it into a category with lower-risk drugs.
A lot of people want to see it, the reclassification, because it leads to tremendous amounts of research that can't be done unless you reclassify.
Since 1970, the drug has been listed as a Schedule I substance in the same category as heroin and LSD. The current classification considers it more dangerous than fentanyl, the primary driver of drug overdose deaths. The president's order would direct the Drug Enforcement Administration to reclassify cannabis as a Schedule III drug, the same category as some Tylenol. With this move, the government would acknowledge marijuana's potential medical benefits for the first time, even though 47 states already allow cannabis use for medical reasons.
Brothers and sisters, I hope y'all paying attention. The government finna get in the full-blown cannabis business in 2026. It's coming. Yeah, they didn't reclassify. They need to let our brothers and sisters out of these prisons. Yeah. So all them people you know with these dispensaries, they finna go out of business. Yep, the government finna put them out of business. What is really going on over there in the East Wing?
It'll be built over on the east side. It won't interfere with the current building.
That's what President Trump said back in July about the construction of the ballroom here at the White House. Fast forward a few months, and White House officials now say that the entire East Wing is going to be demolished to make room for the president's construction project. Inside,
I think it'll be one of the great ballrooms anywhere in the world.
That look like a bunker
it's
to
about
me.
$300 million. It's
in July. They had hurricane winds come through Las Vegas. When have y'all seen that? You saw it in 2025, knock down all the street poles and street lights. Look like a movie.
We are on Tropicana in front of the Walmart. Every last one of the light poles, the electricity poles are down. This goes for miles. One of the powers down.
Sister Chai gonna be like, oh, Wendy Williams. I got receipts on all this that went down. Yes, we seeing it all. How about a scene from out of Baltimore, Maryland? The zombie apocalypse, I'm calling this one. You know, it's a lot going on with this fentanyl, you all. And a lot of people, because the mainstream news media, they have not wanted to show these things, but the Melchizedek news is, because it was like about 25 plus people had overdosed over there in like a 24-hour period in Baltimore, Maryland. Well, I got the receipts. Yeah, this was in July 2025.
Blocks and blocks taped off, first responders scattered for at least 25 people, they're telling us tonight, overdosing in West Baltimore. I spoke to folks out there today. They say they were seeing people drop left and right, collapsing. I myself witnessed 2 people experiencing overdose symptoms while I was out there for just 90 minutes.
I'm deliberating on what I'm going to, if I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm telling you, listen to this President Trump. I tell you, he is just, what's the word? I can think of several, but he's just not the brightest crayon in the box. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to this right here. You don't know what he would have done.
Well, I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do.
He's
Nobody
like,
knows
you're
what I'm gonna
fired.
do.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Nobody knows what I'm going to do. I don't ever know what I'm going to do. I don't even know what I'm going to eat for breakfast.
And he got the nerve to talk about Sleepy Joe. Man, Sleepy Trump.
I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Oh, people. Meanwhile,
before we go, we started off the year with these big fires. We ain't gonna let them get away with burning down the Palisades and Altadena, which was a prominently successful indigenous area. For those that don't know, Altadena was a very historic Capicola town. Okay, you can see the theater and how they was acting that day, so you know it was all orchestrated and they was all in on this. Who was they? All the little leaders and the city officials. Yep, I got evidence right here. Gonna play it back because they don't think I be keeping everything, but I do. Listen to them.
This is not a drill. This is an actual emergency. Remain calm and follow all directions that are being given to you.
We begin with breaking news in Southern California. More than 30,000 people are under evacuation orders as a wind-driven wildfire moves through the LA hillsides.
30,000 people.
13,000 structures are being threatened by this fire.
An unknown number of homes have reportedly burned down. You can see one of them here. The fires have burned more than 1,200 acres now total. Also, reporters on scene describing the fire as apocalyptic in many areas. So dark and sun-spots from the smoke that drivers are actually having to use their
Pasadena, Ohio, Georgia, New Jersey, New York, Canada, fires everywhere. But yet people are waiting on, the tribulation hasn't started yet. You don't know scripture then, or you are just oblivious to what is happening in front of you. You need the Spirit to bear witness. Brothers and sisters, we are living in that time. We have went over all this footage in Jamaica, everywhere. I've been just showing you, and I'm making sure I wanted all the clips because it was so much that has happened this year.
Two Oregon men found dead in a Washington state forest after they failed to return from a trip to look for Sasquatch. That is according to authorities in that area. Now, the 59-year-old and 37-year-old appear to have died from exposure. That is according to the Skamania County Sheriff's Office. They posted these photos here on Facebook. Sasquatch is a folklore beast thought by some to roam the...
Oh boy, people coming up missing in 2025 because Sasquatch out here grabbing them. Another one of my favorite memories of 2025, brothers and sisters. This was beautiful right here. Can we get more of that going on right there? Like for 2026? Beautiful sight. Just the way I want to be there. Oh my God. Do y'all remember when Marvin Sapp locked everybody in the church until they gave some more money? Oh yes, that was April of 2025. Locked them folks in the church doors. Yes, he did. He said, y'all ain't leaving out of here until y'all drop a 5-piece.
There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors.
Wait a minute. If you got 1,000 people and they give $20 a piece, can somebody do the math? How much is that? He said it's 1,000 of y'all in here. If it's 1,000 people, even if they gave $1, he was like, that's 1,000. But wait a minute, somebody do the math. If 1,000 people gave $20, how much is that, Brother Yosef? You know you really good with the math. How much is that real fast? That's some good money right there. Somebody please put the number in the live chat.
Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
2025 was off the charts. I'm telling y'all. 2025 was off the charts. Oh, I told y'all. That's why I just wanted to do a recap because it was a whole lot that went down. So hold on, the bird flu had everybody going crazy in 2025.
Shalom, shalom, family. This is your sister Chaya with some breaking. That's right, I said breaking Melchizedek news.
Brother Yosef put the number 20 people. He said 1,000 people at $20. That's $20,000. That's a lot of offering. It's a lot of offering.
Straight out the frying oil. That's right. Say it ain't so. Ain't no more chicken. At least that's what it appears.
That bird flu had us scared.
I got some breaking news straight out of the state of Georgia that I got to share with you all. That's right. This is straight off the press. And it's a lot going on in regards to this bird flu, y'all. So get ready because I don't think it's going to be too many more days of having buffalo wings and lemon pepper wings. And, oh, you know the Super Bowl is right around the corner. And what if it ain't no chicken wings for the Super Bowl? What will Babylon do?
Well, for the first time, a commercial poultry farm here in Georgia has been hit by a highly pathogenic avian influenza, also known as HPAI.
Yes, family. Get the frying pans out because it's going down in the state of Georgia. And you know if it's going down in Georgia, then it's coming to a doorstep near you, neighborhood near you, frying pan near you, kettle near you. Oh, yes. How about a flash from the past?
They scared me. They almost took the chickens off the market.
I'ma fry this chicken in my hand. I got some hot grease and a whole chicken. Don't wash your hands, cause you gon' be licking them. Big old thing of fries, spice sauce on them. My fried chicken gon' take you over.
I love you all with real love, real respect. And I'll see you soon. Uh-oh, fireworks already popping off, brothers and sisters. I gotta get my dogs. Oh, shucks. Love you, family. Shalom.